bodies. Oh, it's funny. You finna walk away. Oh, you finna walk away. You ain't got nothing to say now. Like it's not. You ain't got nothing to say. Stop doing this. Stop walking. Stop doing this. Stop trying me. Stop doing this goofy stuff. I'm pregnant. I'm finna forget you.
All right, CO, start the show.
Hater. What up? It's the CO Show podcast. Gigi said there's some haters today. How y'all doing?
Very good.
Hateration. I'm doing great off this motherfucking peach.
Ooh. Oh,
We would
right
like to
on
let
the
you know
head.
that Julio is tipsy right now.
Oh, no, I'm not tipsy. I'm feeling
I
good off
can't
this
tell.
motherfucking
Good.
peach.
He turned.
Okay.
I am your host, CO, and Julio told us before you came in that he let Gigi know that you were on the market for a white man.
Yeah.
And Gigi's response before you start was...
I know.
First of all, I'm not backing that shit up.
So, listen, y'all gonna support me no matter what I decide to do.
You know what? Hey,
You guys are going
Hey.
to support me no matter what.
Well,
Sis,
you don't want to
hey,
know what she
Make
said.
sure.
sis, I'm here for you.
Why they smell?
Oh, she knows
I
what
mean,
she
is that
said.
what that means?
We not jumping in on that shit. What we
Ooh,
not gonna
hey,
do
baby.
is fuck up these motherfucking
Hey,
dollars
baby.
around here.
Hey, baby.
Gigi
Well,
said
I've never
that's,
been with a white man, so
that's
at
not
this
her
point,
cup
I'm
of
open to
tea.
it.
And
Well, ma'am.
But you say you would date out of your race, no? That's
I
out
would,
of your race.
but there's other races.
Wait,
Oh, so you would be with an Asian man before you be with a white man?
That's
Say word.
Personal preference.
Hey,
I
hey.
dated an Asian man.
here goes.
Okay.
Dated a
Small
Filipino.
Hey,
No,
hey.
they don't.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let
People
y'all
Oh my
know.
God, you are on one
People be
today,
willing down in
boy.
different races too, so y'all need to quit saying that because white boys can slang, some black, all black men ain't slanging. Know that.
But a large majority of them are.
Majority, but majority was smorty.
I said the majority, ma'am.
was smorty because I done seen some other races and they can hang. I heard
Have
about
you ever
ski.
been with a man with a small
I heard
penis?
about ski. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you react to that?
I didn't like it.
What's small?
pinky?
Whoa.
No.
I dealt with somebody whose
You're
thing was
lying.
like
That
this.
doesn't exist.
It does.
So that nigga got a clitoris.
No.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me? How did you do
That's
that?
That's an oversized clitoris,
Girl,
ma'am.
just imagine you think you found your husband and
But I mean, why would you even pull it out at that point? He
my
has to
God.
be given phenomenal head.
oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, you had to.
for sure.
To overcome
But
it.
yeah, it was like never again, baby.
Hey, so y'all need.
What?
Oh, Gigi, as long as he's paying.
Nope.
Oh,
Not at all.
That was a dick.
That's
Why
a
would
No,
you
big
say
thing.
because
I
we
don't even know
talked
where
about.
that came from.
No, we talked about that.
No.
Yeah, but as long
What's
as-
important
As long as
to
he's
Gigi?
paying, that
That
sounds
sound
like
bad.
prostitution.
No,
Hey,
we're not talking
no.
about. Well,
Hey,
we
bro,
can
that
get to
sound
point.
bad
No,
as
I
hell.
don't think
No.
I've never been a prostitute
Oh
ever.
my God.
That sound bad
Can I
as hell.
speak?
It did sound bad, CO.
Gigi stated that financial security is something that has to be there. It's a requirement for her. So and he has to be paying all of the bills. So I said, as long as he's paying.
Again, in that context, it didn't sound like that.
It sounded
at
bad.
that
I'm
very
gonna
moment.
jump
Did
in.
not
That
sound like
sounded
that.
bad.
Well, let's be real. Prostitution is
terrible.
happening. Maybe not with Gigi, but it's happening
Definitely not this way.
Have you guys ever
Carry
been with a
on.
prostitute?
today. No.
You know what?
I'm asking.
I'm a married man, man.
Okay, before the marriage, have you ever been with a prostitute?
So, Gigi, how's your day going?
Oh, that's our answer.
Wah, wah.
That's our
Wah,
answer.
wah, wah, wah,
Right.
wah.
If we
Y'all
have to
some
be
scaredy
completely
cats.
transparent, yeah, come on.
I've never been with a prostitute.
You didn't sip some more of that peach. Come on, let's get some liquid courage in your system.
Yeah, I never.
Julio,
We'll
this
block
is
your wife
just
from watching.
this is not after you were married. This is before you.
Yeah,
were
before you were married. Come on.
Yes.
I mean, I think to a certain extent, some women are prostitutes regardless.
That's not answering the question, but you can go
married.
ahead.
We're
with that.
talking about someone who
We talking about
she
somebody you paid for
identifies
service.
Right, identifies as a prostitute, and
Like,
you know you are
paid
paying
for
after
services.
the transaction. Correct.
that-
No, you have never.
None that I know of. I mean,
Okay,
if
so
they,
then what? So what prostitutes have you been with that you say most women are prostitutes? Well, so what?
No, I
happened
ain't
in that
saying. I'm
scenario?
sorry, I didn't say most.
Not
women.
most women. I'm just saying you said some women, or
Yeah,
I
some-
don't want to
some-
quote you, but
Some women are when they make it a requirement to you got to spend this much or whatever. Like I've actually had a woman tell me she wants X amount of dollars up front. Oh, ma'am, you a prostitute and your face says you shouldn't be a prostitute. You should be happy with whatever a nigga give you.
Oh,
Ma'am, she look like a fucking sea donkey.
not a
Now her
seed.
body.
you kissed it.
No, I didn't. Nah, I didn't. Her,
And you hit it from
nah,
the back.
Her body,
Dum-dum.
her body was incredible, but we never
you
made
hit it
that
from the
far.
back.
No,
From the back. From the
I-
back.
I ain't
from the
making
back,
that
from the
far.
back, From the back. From the back.
hold on, let me help you out.
I ain't making that far.
Because I think they are shaming hoe culture, and you should not shame.
No,
That's
I'm
a- that's a-
shaming.
hoe
That's a
culture.
big ass
Dominica.
stretch right there.
From the
Who
back,
was it? Donkey
Right.
Keisha.
Hey.
No, but I must have missed it. Where's Julio at right now with this? He's telling us about
He
a
had a
girl.
prostitute.
Okay, so he did because he said no at first.
No, I didn't. I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
She
Yeah.
offered her price, and he said that face that you said don't match this price you made, but I'm gonna pay it.
No, I didn't say that,
Isn't that what he
man.
said?
That's what I got from the story.
Run
Damn
the tape.
You a
Run the
motherfucking
tape.
liar. Is what you
He
got
said,
from
that's
the
what I
story.
got. He said, and her face was ugly, but I hit it from the back. That's
No,
what I heard.
I didn't say that, ma'am. I
So,
said
okay,
that
go
bitch
ahead.
like a sea donkey. Is what I said.
So was this before or after she gave you a price?
Say what?
Is this after? This before or after you
Okay,
paid?
Julio, question. Have you ever messed around with a girl and money exchanged
Shortly after.
within like
24 hours.
the same right after it happened or right before it happened?
Let me see your Cash App transactions.
You know what? I remember not too long ago, there was a young lady sitting in that seat over there. She didn't ask these questions.
Well, she asked other
well,
questions.
guess what? She ain't here now. 'Cause the bitch ain't got no gas money. Moving right along.
Oh Lord! Everybody
what?
done had a shot of some peach around here.
It's funny because I appreciate the lady that's sitting there now.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Oh,
okay.
Nice cleanup.
Yeah, I did. But no,
Meanwhile, I'm still waiting on my apology
I did. For what?
from the shade.
What shade?
No, because Gigi, you did say that. White
No,
people.
wanting a financial secure man has nothing to do with
Ma'am.
what you just phrased.
No,
didn't
but I
do that.
explained what I said.
yeah.
I'm gonna need y'all to quit blaming me for shit that he says, man. I didn't do it.
No, but I actually sat here.
I'm
and
calling Mom.
I sat here and
I'm calling
explained exactly what I meant by what I said. I did. It ain't like I
And-
did it behind the scenes.
That's hysterical.
I said it right here on
you
air.
did.
And no, I've
did.
never exchanged my sex for money.
Yeah.
No, someone didn't pay you. I'm saying, did you pay somebody? No, nigga. Don't try to flip that around.
Julio acting scared, bro.
Don't try to flip that around.
my sex for money.
He
That's
acting scared.
All right.
If I was a man, I'd do a prostitute. I heard they popping in Asia.
Hey, here it goes.
in Asia. I heard
Nigga, they
Colombia,
popping in Buckhead. What are you talking
They
about?
might be popping in Buckhead, but I heard the real experiences over there. in
Nah, I
Hong
want to do a
Kong.
prostitute in Buckhead. I do a prostitute in like Dominican Republic,
Really?
or
Yeah, I heard
Colombia,
they
or some shit
exotic
like that.
over
Yeah,
there.
them exotic bitches. But no,
If
hell
I-
no.
if I was a man, I
Buckhead
would.
prostitute.
I would want some little. I would. I get.
You
some.
are really on this Asian thing, sis. What's up? Talk to me.
I got the nerve to be talking about white people. They still white people.
Asian.
Yes. They got the same fucking pigment. What are you talking about? They do.
All right, so Julio is.
I
not
don't talk
involved
about white people
in
because
any of this
Julio's
motherfucking
mom is
conversation.
white.
Okay,
And I don't
fair
want,
enough.
like,
I overstand, I guess.
yes.
No.
That's the only, like, for me, it's,
Okay.
It ain't like
Doesn't-
y'all talking about her in this motherfucker.
no, we're,
Okay,
we're
What
not.
I'm simply doing is
But it's half
is
of
put
who
me
you
away
are.
from this
He's
situation.
He's trying to remain the only one married at this fucking table at this point.
No,
guys.
I'm trying to make the
Okay.
motherfucker that can get some fucking dollars out of this fucking podcast from.
Well, Julio's had a few issues at work recently, so he,
Oh, word up.
he's-
He is
He's
treading lightly,
sensitive.
guys.
He's sensitive.
He's treading lightly, guys.
he absolutely is.
I
And that-
believe this shit.
That's
That's
funny.
absolutely fine. On to a new topic. Tristan Thompson, NBA
man.
player for the Chicago Bulls. He recently had a baby with a young lady named Marilee Nichols, if I'm not wrong. They have a baby whose name is Theo, recently, son. And it seems that they're not on the best of terms because even before she had maybe like a week leading up to
exposed
her
him.
being pregnant, she said that this is his baby. He will not take care of his baby. And he said it. He's like, bro, I'm not having anything to do with that
That was
child.
supposed to be a one done, and it wasn't.
I think women need to listen to men. I think we assume because, he's the father, he's rich.
Whoa.
He should
Let me stop you right there.
automatically.
What you mean women should listen to men? Maybe you should have strapped your
No.
Thank
We're not
you.
gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
Thank you.
I'm saying to you, if you walk into a situation, because in this situation, let me finish the story right quick. She basically wants child support, $47,000 a month,
and lawyer fees.
and lawyer fees are $1 million.
outta
So she's asking for that. And she stated, I think Julio told me that she said her bills were $22,000 a month. or something
Yep,
like
that's
that.
what the article
Right,
said.
but she doesn't have a. What does she do for a living before
She's a
she got
trainer.
pregnant? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That was his trainer. One is his physical trainer. or something like that?
Here it goes.
Physical
How the fuck do you accumulate $22,000 worth of bills with no money?
She said he makes $9 million a year and she makes zero.
Give a fuck. How do?
Now, when I thought about it, I was like, well, how does that? Because if you have bills up to $22,000 a month, that's a lie for me, for one. Because
Doesn't
if
she
your
have to
bills,
provide that proof? I'm
if
sorry.
your bills are $22,000 a month, you wouldn't like you would have been keeping that lifestyle up, and you wouldn't be asking.
But that's what I'm saying. Doesn't she? So I could just throw a number out there.
Yes,
she doesn't
absolutely.
She doesn't have to prove that.
No, you have to prove it.
Oh, okay.
But a judge, like, she's not getting $47,000. I would be willing to bet money on that. Like, it's not gonna happen. If he had no other kids.
So you're
maybe
saying she went high, hoping
she went high,
eventually-
absolutely.
Okay, I see what you
Like
mean.
I think Chris
That's art
Brown.
of negotiation.
I think.
Here it goes. What is Chloe getting? Because that's where the starting block starts with the first child.
Well, Chloe's worth over $80 million.
Yeah, right.
But here it goes. But what
Worth
does
more
Chloe
than
get?
But
Because
that's
you
what you're not
can't.
listening. Chloe doesn't get anything
Anything,
as far
yeah.
as child support. Like, I'm sure he gives her money for the girl, but as far as in the court child support, Chloe's not doing that.
Yeah,
has
her
too much
value.
money.
Yeah, she's worth more.
But for the fact that he takes care of his child and he takes care of the other child, it'll be very difficult for her to get $47,000 a month.
It don't
Because-
take 47,000.
I wonder. It's public.
And that's I used to believe that, Julio, and I still believe you. I don't think it takes 47,000, but people could come up with an argument or different reasons for why their
going to
child is
And
47,000.
How old is the baby?
Gigi,
Private
go.
security? No.
Gigi, go. We
I'm
about
gonna step
that
up for Gigi this time.
400,000
No,
times.
it's real shit. It don't take 47 grand to raise a child a month, but I'm just gonna say that they could come up with a case like, oh, he's a public figure.
Yep.
He needs private security, like Chris Brown baby mom did.
Yes.
And what did she walk away with? It wasn't the $53,000 she was asking for.
What did she?
It wasn't.
What did she walk away with?
I think she was asking for $53,000 a month, and I think she walked away with somewhere around $6,500.
Oh,
Now
wow.
that seems more reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Because here it goes. Ma'am, you have kids. CO has a child. I have a child. We all can attest. It do not take this to raise them. Now, should they're going to be on a different level than probably
Right.
all three of our kids because of private school and different amenities. But it do not take that amount of money. That's a her support. That's not a child support.
Yeah.
I looked at it like,
Interesting.
girl, if you don't want to work, just say so. girl. That's all
Right. You
good.
know.
Well,
I'm
watch
okay
what you
with
stick
people
your
What
dick
saying-
in.
what's her race? What is she?
She
I
looks
don't
white.
know.
She looks
She
white.
looks
too.
Looks
white.
white, but I mean, she could very well be, you know,
She could be-
Armenian.
She
yeah,
got the
something
body
like that.
done treatment though. Like
Yeah.
she's
BBL.
yeah, she did. She got
the body
BB
done treatment.
She got her body done.
You
Like
made
she
it sound
did.
like something real good.
Like she
what
looks
they
like a
like,
girl who
girl.
got their
Could be.
body done.
That's what they like.
But
Yeah.
wasn't that was his physical therapist? Or that's how they met. Isn't that right? Or something
Yes.
like
I thought
that? Okay.
Yeah,
But
but
she
he
had like that's a legit.
Also, she
You
has
know.
a real job.
I mean,
yeah,
she
but the
did. but
problem with she's able to and I'm not knowing this 100%, but she's probably able to say she has zero because physical
For 9
like,
months, she
therapist
was pregnant.
she could be getting a check like, and I don't know if she's a physical therapist or she's a I think she was a trainer. She's not a therapist. From what I read, she was
Okay.
a trainer a long time ago,
okay.
and she looks like one. But I don't know if she looks like one because she trained or she got her body done. I don't know, but
Oh, so you don't know if she got a BBL? I was gonna say she got a BBL.
no, she
and now
definitely
she's a
looks
trainer.
like she got a BBL
Yeah, she
or
looks like
ass
she
shot.
got something
One of the two.
done.
So you telling me that can't be accomplished with going to the gym?
It can.
Yeah,
It can be maintained.
But most
but I'm
people
saying it's
don't.
one of the
Especially
other.
if she's doing that for a living.
Oh no, I
She's
seen a
still-
few chicks that can't be accomplished.
yeah,
There's a few.
it's a few fake.
They
trainers
ass
out
is
here,
going
yeah.
to the back.
Yeah,
Like
they're
it's
going
to the
from
back.
here
Table.
all the way back there. That ain't at the gym, buddy. Sorry.
Interesting.
But anyways, shout out to her, man. She
Shout out
seemed-
to her? Hell no! Shout out.
No,
to her.
I say shout out to her because to me, as a young black man like Tristan, come on, bro.
Yes.
Like, bro.
It's called
like,
karma.
I
Good for
understand
his
you. It's
ass.
your birthday because they said
Mm-hmm.
they messed. They had been messing around before, but it happened when they messed around on his birthday. And I get it. You tall, you rich. Women find you attractive. You a fly nigga. I get all that. But like, bro,
Got to be more
you
careful.
need to hang out with some chicks that got something
You
going
don't
on.
think
Man,
she trapped
listen.
him? You don't think she trapped him?
It ain't about that.
You
You
No,
gotta
because
pay
you will
for it.
never, unless you were raped, you will never get away
Right.
with the whole trapped argument.
Yes.
You just won't.
You just
like,
won't.
I do think that because, as like Gigi said, women like security. I do think that a lot of times with ball players, women sign up. It's like, oh, sign me up. Where we going? Where they at? Because it's like, it's an automatic, I don't really want to work like that.
I ain't even
This
gonna say
allows
I ain't
me.
gonna work like
this
that.
allows me not, and I'm talking about for
but
the
it
people who don't want to work.
provides. Yeah,
Bruh, hey,
it provides.
18 years and 47,000.
It provides. The baby will be
18
secure.
Hey,
But
sign,
let's-
me the fuck up. I'll be a stay-at-home
provides.
dad like a
That's
motherfucker.
But let's say this: if a woman's income is $0, that's not a woman you want to mess with. Simple as
Yeah,
that. Like simple as
part.
that. Like if she's
part.
able to look at like
She has
walk in
nothing
court and
going
say,
on.
I have zero going on, I have no income coming in,
Yeah.
that's not a
So,
person
do
you
you
need.
Why was she
think
fucking that
it
raw?
was liquor that was involved? What enticed him not
Yes.
to put on a condom and sleep with this woman? Like,
She
what,
was
what is
a
your
naked
thought, guys,
female?
right before you decide, like, should I not?
I think
should
that
should I
when
not?
you're young and you play ball, you have such like sometimes you have a God complex, and this is this coming
I'm
from a
just
nigga
thinking
who
with
had
my-
one. Like
Yeah, but I mean,
you-
at that point, he had already been
dumb.
like slandered through the media
you don't-
already.
you don't
He
You
don't
know,
care.
care.
Bro,
Girl,
as-
look
as-
at what he did to Chloe. He don't give a that
as a
don't
nigga,
give a
I'm
fuck.
telling you, you have a
don't
God
care.
complex, and you think that things can't really happen in you.
Yes.
Like when you play ball and you got bread, people don't tell you no.
Yes.
Like they just
Thank
don't.
you.
Like you don't think he don't think like me and Julio because his life ain't like me and Julio. Like we understand, my nigga. We want this. We
And
might
I
have
hate
to wait
to
a little
say
while.
it,
for
red carpet treatment for a long. It's
Everything.
beyond just the NBA girl since high school.
And then here it goes.
College.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
years of red
All
carpet.
your life.
That mentality.
Hey.
All your
I
life.
hate to say it.
His first baby mom was Chloe, so she
Yeah.
don't need money.
no,
Yeah.
he had a little boy first.
No, he
Yes.
had Jordan with Jordan.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
with Jordan.
But
He
what
been
I'm saying
grinding.
is he's been dealing with high level, what we consider
And Jordan
high
got
level
it going on,
females
so you
right.
in that spotlight.
Her daddy got bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan a bad
Who?
bitch. Jordan, his first baby mama.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
who
she's
that
a bad bitch.
She kind of reminds you of if you put Bow Wow's baby mama and Lauren, what's her name?
Lauren
Lori
London?
Harvey.
Oh, Harvey.
If you put them together, she
Together.
kind of
Nice.
reminds you of both of them
Nice.
together.
So, yeah, he ain't used to dealing with a chick that just ain't
Was that
got
like
no
in
backing.
college? Was that how did he?
No, that was
Wow,
like
they were-
in the last 6
yeah.
years, like last 5
They
years.
were lovers. They was in a relationship.
Oh, they were in a
It wasn't like
relationship. That's
it
my
wasn't a
question.
fling
Oh,
bang.
okay.
Like he was
Yeah.
taking her on private. Like he liked
Yeah.
that girl.
He loved that girl.
Yeah.
Like he had her on private jet. Like the moment they broke up, all that shit was erased from his social media.
Yeah.
But he was definitely sporting that chick around.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
definitely.
Interesting.
But it's unfortunate because like the child loses, and he's just in an
He seems
immature
pretty
stage
active
in his
with
life.
the both of them. Well, the other two as
Yeah,
opposed to the last.
he does.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
It's
say
unfortunate because
And I think eventually he'll come around.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I
say,
think too.
I ain't gonna say the child loses because we still, in the midst of everything. But he gonna have to get it together with spending time and
No, that is enough
Put it-
for the baby.
I'm tired
Put-
of the mama always losing because
Putting
nothing's wrong
effort.
with fighting for a child. That we both made this decision. However you want to frame the decision
Well, that's not
was
true.
made, and we had sex, and we have this child. And if you ride in the Rolls Royce, your child gonna be riding.
Well,
in the
that's
you
not
a
true.
And yes, I'm
motherfucking
driving it,
liar.
but you mad?
So-
But both of y'all didn't really
Don't get
make that
mad.
decision. You
Don't
made
get
the
mad.
decision. to
Yes,
have
we
sex.
did. We
No,
both
Hold
had
on, hold
sex.
on,
we,
hold on.
we
I
didn't
didn't
make that
out-talk you.
decision.
Hold
We
on.
both had sex.
Hold on.
That's
This
the
is
risk.
GG.
It's a risk. Before
Really?
you lay down with me, we just had this in the car.
Pause for a second, bro.
And I didn't agree with it then. You knew
No,
it.
you don't have to agree. What I'm saying is, it's a risk, regardless. When I lay down with motherfucker, I'm always thinking, you might be my fucking baby daddy, bruh.
That is
You might
not
be my
what's
baby
on the
daddy.
nigga's mind.
And I know
So-
that, but y'all have to be accountable.
No,
But
but
continue,
what
brother.
I'm saying to you is both of them didn't agree to have a child. Both of them agreed to have sex.
Sex.
Right.
And when it comes to a woman getting pregnant, yes, that nigga played a part.
Mm-hmm.
But a man loses all rights
Rights.
once she gets pregnant.
Because it's her body.
So no, I
But
didn't
you-
out-talk you.
you ain't
I
think.
did not out-talk you. Gigi.
you ain't think before you poke me.
So when it comes time to have that child or not have that child,
Now it's a deep
men
conversation.
don't get a say-so in that.
Right.
So that's why I say to you, he didn't agree to have the child. He agreed to have sex.
Right. And fuck
So
me raw, though. You agreed to
you-
fuck me raw, though.
Absolutely.
And you agreed to let me fuck
And
you
guess
raw.
what come with fucking raw? Which we all know since day one.
And here
A
goes.
baby can be made.
When
And
you
I'm
don't-
telling you, I'm
argue
telling you
with that.
what rule is gonna come, and I
can't
I
argue with
promise to God, it may not be in my lifetime, and I read something
may
about
not
it
ever
recently,
come.
but this rule is gonna come.
May not ever come.
If you choose to have a child and the man does not want to have the child,
It
you're
sucks.
going to be stuck
Yep.
financially,
Because you're not carrying it.
everything.
You'll
And-
never carry
Okay,
it.
I have a rebuttal to that.
Yes,
So, what happens if the man changes his mind? You know, men are just emotional as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I want to have this baby. I want to have this baby in the beginning, and then no, I don't. How does she prove that he never? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Thank you.
So I get what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but and that's gonna stop, I guess, women
Never.
from being able to trap niggas. But
Mm-hmm.
how do you prove that he did not want this baby from
Right.
the beginning? Like,
Mm-hmm.
are we gonna be signing waivers before you poke and stoke me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, it's up to
All you gotta
some-
do is wear a condom.
right.
Well, let's be real.
All you gotta do is not fuck her. Fuck Chloe.
Here you go.
What we arguing about, nigga?
All you gotta do is
What
make
we
the nigga
arguing
wear a
about?
condom.
What are we arguing about?
All you gotta do is make the nigga wear a condom.
That's what I mean by trapping. You don't think in her mind she thought like,
Yes,
okay,
I think that she
That's
saw
what I
a nigga,
mean.
she
Yeah.
saw a payday, and he fell for it. I do believe that that's what happened. We already all understand that happened. All I'm saying to you is there's a lot of that happening. And I do know that in this new era of like young adults having children, the whole co-parenting thing is becoming more popular.
Yes.
It's like not really having kids with a nigga you liked. It's more about, oh, this is my friend. We're cool. We're not dating. We decided to have a child together. We're going to co-parent and we get along because we're just friends. That's becoming a thing.
tomatoes,
And I see that happening more and more. Huh?
So tomatoes.
I don't
no.
say tomatoes.
No, I say tomatoes with her because I think that that's fucked up. Like that takes us all the way away from family.
That
But
shit's fucking up.
co-parenting needs to
Way
be
away
friendly.
from
That shit's
Co-parenting
fucking
needs
up
to be
family.
okay.
If in the circumstance
It don't
we
need to be a
decide that
battle.
this is no longer healthy for you and I, and we would do
Yes.
much better separated to
Separated.
raise this child, yes. But to sit down with someone and say, hey, let's have this baby, but we're not going to be together. We're not going to raise this child together in the same home. We're going to force this baby to now spend time separated. You get what I'm saying? That's a lot. That's a whole lot. Tomatoes, fucking tomatoes, tomatoes.
That shit fucks up families.
Sometimes
Yes.
it's real talk too.
I
In
don't
this
like it
society,
because
we
I
gotta have
don't
those
like the.
conversations.
It's like you know how you 7 days on, 7 days off. That's difficult
That's
for me.
tough.
That's
Yes.
and for a
It's very
child,
tough.
that's just a lot. Like that's
Yes.
super difficult.
Yes.
And I get it when the child is 1, 2, 3, 4. But once he gets older or she gets older, I don't know what that looks like.
No,
I don't
even
know.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm living proof of it.
Like,
That is
bruh.
fucking tough. Imagine
Yeah.
being away from your kid for 7 days.
Bruh.
He was just in my body for 9 whole months. It was just him and I. You know, like that's insane.
And some women don't go 5, 10 years, like maybe 5 years without seeing their child
Right.
for more than 3
Imagine
hours
missing
or
a
2
birthday
hours.
and they're 3 years old. Imagine missing a
Yeah.
Mother's Day because that's not your week.
Bro,
You know, that shit is tough.
I
No.
called my oldest son today because he was feeling under the weather. I get a certain way when he don't answer his phone. I'm talking to his mom. I'm like,
Tell me about
hey,
it.
I called him. Where you at? Oh, he was in the bathroom when you called. Okay, cool. So now my level has come down. And that's just me. And I'm in the same house with him.
Right.
I can only imagine a father that's not.
Yeah.
That's active. That wants to be there.
And then there's but
It's different
so much you can
situations
do.
where it works, and that's okay. I feel like having that upfront, blunt conversation that's perfectly fine to co-parent with a friend, or having an understanding like, hey, look, bow wow, it's cool. We live in the moment. Look, I'm pregnant, but look, it's cool. Like I kind of knew what I was signing up before I got into the situation with you. That you're, you like women, you're doing your thing. I'm not here to compromise that. So
Here it
let's
goes.
co-parent.
You
And it's
do,
okay.
but the child don't.
and
And
guess
the
what?
child
Right.
suffers
Right.
And the child-
regardless.
I agree.
Everyone suffer. We in the
No,
world. We
we
all
all
gonna
don't,
suffer. We
ma'am.
all gonna go through. It's nothing that's
like saying we
picture
all
perfect.
we
breathe
all
in.
in the
Because
world.
what
we all
I'm
gonna
saying is,
suffer.
I done seen a 2-parent household still go through some shit. So what are we
Yes.
arguing about?
Yes, here
you
it
have
goes.
to make the best of what you have.
No,
So,
but you don't
I
have
mean,
to.
if I
cre-
had,
you
if
don't
I
have
had
to
a
create
basket
the
to choose
situation.
from, I'm not
yes.
picking that egg.
I mean, I wouldn't pick that egg, but what I'm saying is that being the option on the table is not just a horrible thing. That's all I'm saying. Y'all have to open your mind. It's not a terrible thing to have that, and they're able to co-parent and have a smooth transaction where they ain't bickering and arguing. I understand.
That still
I get
doesn't
it.
mean the child doesn't suffer. Because you ain't arguing don't mean the child
Right.
ain't
Guess what?
suffering.
And
I
I've seen
agree.
people in a 2-parent household suffer as well. So what are we arguing about? Truly, at the end of the day,
We can always say
what
the
are we
what
arguing
ifs.
about?
But
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're arguing about. Another what if situation. Like that's just another. I'm just presenting another way of viewing this situation because it's not always a negative thing. That's all I'm trying to say.
It's still a fucked up situation.
Guess what?
Just because you're
In a
good
mar-
at it,
in a married
don't mean it
household,
ain't.
in a married household could be a fucked up situation. I've seen that as well.
It couldn't. You could
Well,
break your
it
ankle
is still
stepping
like
off this
that.
chair, but don't mean it's gonna happen.
It's
I'm
still a
pro
bad situation.
family, so anything that takes people away
Away from your family is a fucked up
that's
situation.
an issue for me, and I understand in our community, people
It's normalized.
are
it.
not,
Thank you.
or people are moving away from family. I think it's sad.
It
it's
is, but it's reality.
and just because it's reality, don't make it right or don't make me go out and do it.
Right.
It's
right.
like
That's your own
The
moral
damn
compass.
sure ain't making me do it.
Yeah, it's your own moral compass.
it's not even a moral thing for me. It's more about it's how I go about things. It's not my moral morally has nothing to do with. For me, it's more about in life. I want a family,
Okay.
and I'm not like anything that takes me away. That's why when we talk about the whole relationship topics, and
Yeah.
for me, it gets so heated for me because it's just like, y'all don't even really want family like that no more. And for me, cool, that's what y'all do. which is why people go outside their race. I absolutely understand it, but I just think it's pretty sad. I do. I absolutely think it's pretty sad. I think there's so much behind it. I think the essence of a woman is soft, it's kind, it's nurturing, it's wanting to be taken care of. I think all of that's a thing.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people in our community don't act like that no more.
They don't.
Like, they don't.
They don't.
And for me, I don't have to get on the bus just because they not acting like
And
that.
you sure
I'm
don't.
going to get on a bus where somebody actually acting
You
like
don't,
that.
but you
And
gotta
for
be
me-
open.
And for
You
me,
gotta know.
I'm just like,
It exists.
bro, it's sad. It's super sad that families.
And they shouldn't
Ain't
be
like
down
that.
for being co-parenting.
No,
Or they shouldn't be
it's-
down for whatever your vice is, whatever your choice is. Shouldn't nobody get down for that.
Here it
That's what I'm
goes.
saying.
But
Just because you don't agree with it, I'm not down in
the
it.
thing is,
Make,
none of,
I'm
I'm
think
not.
making it work once it happens, then kudos to you. That's
No,
awesome.
but
But
I'm
the
saying
attempt was
Tiffany.
there.
I'm saying Tiffany coming in
Choosing
choosing.
that.
They shouldn't be down
but here it goes.
because the generation we live in.
Why
shouldn't
why
be
would you
down for
choose that to fuck up another person? Because if Tiffany chooses it or I choose it, right? We both have been married. I'm still married. She has gone through a marriage. I'm quite sure she wouldn't choose it, and I'm not choosing it to go to put a kid through that, because regardless of how it affects me or her,
Yeah.
the kid is gonna feel it
And
more than us.
We don't know the outcome of what that does to a child as far as like you
Thank
two
you.
choosing to be co-parents
Right.
up front and just being friends.
Thank you.
Like, I get it if you're of the lesbian or the gay population and you decided, oh, I'm gonna go get, what is it,
Right.
in vitro?
Surrogate.
In vitro,
Or
right.
surrogate.
Or
Vitro,
surrogate.
yeah.
If you do that, I get
But
it.
also, it's women of age that's like, hey, I'm 35. I don't have a serious relationship. You're cool. I'm cool. We have an understanding. Let's come. Nothing fucking is wrong with that shit.
Here it goes.
There's
Let
nothing
God
wrong
work.
with
Your
that.
Here
time
goes.
is coming. Let God.
There-
You
30
gotta
and
let
guess
God
what?
work.
You know how you say about your man
God's
coming?
will. Oh, I know.
Your child
But that's a me thing.
35?
What I'm saying is I'm not downing nobody that makes that decision. I'm just not gonna sit here
I
and
get
say
it.
I'm gonna down
I
that.
get it.
Nah, that's okay.
I'm not
Kids
down-
gonna suffer regardless whether they're in a 2-parent happy ass relationship or whatever. Like, you can't say
But
that
you're,
like every
but
child.
you're,
every
you're
child
only
gonna suffer, every
focusing
child gonna
on
go through
relationships being negative. I think that there's just as many positive relationships.
That too.
And you're choosing not to focus on those, to point out the negative ones. And what Tiffany is saying to you is, how about you go try to work on a relationship versus just choose, or go find somebody and work on a relationship versus just choosing to be a single mom or
Because
choosing.
everyone has a purpose, right?
Yes.
Everyone has a purpose. So the moment you wean off of that purpose, what happens? Shit don't go your way, right? And you end up right back where you're supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I be damned if I'm gonna make a decision that my book is already written for me, right?
Right.
So I'm not going to make a decision because of out of desperation. Oh, I want a baby before I'm such and such, so I'm gonna go ahead and any, meeny, miny, mo. I'm not gonna do that. I'd much rather just wait for my time, because when that time comes, everything is gonna be the way it's supposed to be.
It'll
You
fall
get what
in
I'm
line.
saying? Yeah, everything's gonna fall in line. And I'm not saying that shit don't happen and the devil
Thank
doesn't
you.
work, because he does, but it's not going to be that much more. I'm not gonna put more problems on my back than what I need it to be. And that's speaking from someone that was married,
Right.
that had a family for a very long time, and is now currently co-parenting. And that wasn't my choice.
Right.
That was something that happened. Those are the cards that were dealt. So be it. I wasn't supposed to be with that man. That was a choice that I made. That wasn't God's choice. That wasn't my purpose. But I
And
made
I
that
would
choice.
never
Why?
look
Because it
down
was,
on you.
No, I'm not saying.
And
I'm
I
just
never
saying that here.
judged that.
You're literally looking at it, and I'm a product of that. Now I am now divorced with 4 children.
Right.
When I made a choice on a man that I was not supposed to be with. Why? Based off of my timing, my fucking clock. Oh,
Right.
you know, Tiff, you got this and you got this going on. Fuck it, let's just get married. No, I wasn't deeply in love with that man.
So,
You get what I'm saying? So I made that choice. That was my
Right.
itty, meeny, miny, mo.
right.
Not knowing my purpose, not knowing how good of a woman that I know I am at this
Right.
very moment, but I didn't know that. There was
You
no
didn't see
confidence.
that
Right.
then.
I didn't see that in me. So now that I see that in me, now it's like, shit, if he coming at 70 years old, bet if you
It's
are
up.
you are gonna build to be whatever the fuck woman you are meant to be for him at 70 years old, then so the fuck be it.
That
I
part.
didn't have that 10 years ago. That wasn't my mental 10 years ago. My mental was, who the fuck is gonna put up with this and that with me right now?
Yeah, but
And I shouldn't have done that.
I think with you, and I guess this is coming from Gigi's side, you have 4 children, and you can carry that attitude of, if the nigga don't get here till I'm 70, I'm gonna be here and build till I'm 70.
But here
for
it
the
goes.
women who do
Don't.
not have any kids,
There it is.
and want kids,
There it is.
It's kind of like, what do
It's
you
just
do?
different.
But here it
decisions.
goes.
You wait, because right now I'm $12,000 in a custody battle. Had I not done what I did, I love my children, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be there. So there are ups and downs to this shit is what I'm saying. So if I would have just focused on Tiffany and followed my path and done what I was supposed to do in my purpose, then I probably wouldn't be in this. So although I have many friends who are like, man, Tiff, you are so lucky. You have this and that. But yes, I have other shit going on as well that, you know, play into a part of being a single mom of 4. So I have a really good friend that she's constantly like, Tiff, I look up to you and it's like, girl, you're single as fuck. You live in a high rise. You are living my single life. You know what I'm saying? And she's looking at me like, man, I wish I had girls. I wish I had your teenage girl. Man, I wish, you know, I went home to my children. It's like, it's tough. Do I love my life? Absolutely, tenfold. But it's hard.
Oh yeah,
it's not easy, and just like
and
for
it's
her,
hard
I'm sure it's hard for her to wake
That
up by
part.
herself, you
And
know.
that's all I'm
but don't
asking
make
here at the
decisions that you don't need to make.
Here it goes. She didn't go on with the saying we're gonna fucking co-parent. She went in it with it.
Yes,
we're gonna have
I'm in
this
it.
at the end of the rainbow, and that rainbow changed.
Right.
It wasn't what she pictured. Now, did she jump in a little too early? Maybe from what she's saying because it's not the man she was supposed to be with. But the blessings came within that. Now,
and blessings can come.
Here you
from
go.
sitting at the table,
And it
setting
can.
up a co-parenting situation.
And
That's all I'm saying.
and
we
it
just gotta
can.
keep it. We
But
gotta
you
keep
can't
it
set
on
up
all levels.
You
just
can't
gotta-
set up with the fucked
on all
up situation at the end. You know what? We're gonna fuck this situation
You
up.
can't
in
say
the
it's a
beginning.
fucked up situation. That's what I'm saying. You can't come in and say that's a fucked up situation just because you don't agree with something.
Anything that takes
Doesn't
me
mean
away
it's
from
fucked up.
family,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
That's
call
all.
it. Fucked
Are you
up.
religious,
that's
Gigi?
it.
Do you believe in God?
I'm very religious. I
Okay.
want to be married.
So I know
wanna
my
get
God,
married.
the God that I praise, my
Yes.
God does not want me to have a child out of wedlock anymore. My God wants me to meet my husband, whomever he wants me to be with. That's my God.
Praise
so I
the
love you, Gigi. I do, and I support you, and I'm a rock with you. Me and my best friend and I, we have a saying called heels or combat boots. I'm going to walk down that aisle in heels, or you killing them, and we going to bury them in these combat boots. I'm going to rock
Facts.
with you, heels or combat boots.
Facts.
But I'm going to disagree with this a lot.
And you can.
Because you have to allow yourself
can.
to be whoever the fuck you're meant to be and not force any type of situation. Don't make a
But
decision
it's like
for you
y'all
that you don't need to
forcing
have.
people to be not co-parents. That's what I'm getting from
We're
you.
not forcing.
No.
Through the
We're
conversation, through the conversation and talking, the tone is like, but they coming in with love and they trying to be. It's okay for people to come in and say, hey, I'm not looking for love, but I'm 35 and baby, I want to have a child. Like, and I trust you. I've been knowing you, Jimmy, for 2 years. We got to
here it
understand
goes.
Let's raise a child, and you can't say, well, that child's gonna be a bastard because
No,
they ain't
no,
in the two
no.
family out, and they ain't loving that
Here it
child.
goes.
You can't
Well,
say
what did
that.
the
Here it
Lord
goes.
tell you?
But what?
You can't say that.
Regardless,
That's all I'm saying.
Take-
Just don't judge that
Here it
couple.
goes.
I ain't even saying I want to be that couple.
Take the
I'm
religion-
just speaking up for that person that's on that
I
podcast
got
sitting
you.
here like,
I got
damn,
you.
for real?
But here it goes. It ain't about you. It's
Right.
about the child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So no, the co-parenting
No,
shit
because
is
how
out
can
the
you say I
door.
don't love the child and I don't want the best for the child because I don't want to be with you? How can you say that?
Then here it
Ma'am,
goes.
you
can
keep
say
saying
that.
how
You feel. It's not about
We're
you.
talking
It's about the
about-
We
child.
don't want what's best for the child. Everybody coming in here creating children wants what's best for that child.
You can't say that when you come in with a.
You can't say
you
that.
Can't,
Because Gigi,
when you come in.
come from a one-parent home
say that.
and you have to go visit your daddy, I feel like it's one of those things where you're splitting time and you're not really getting like what kids are really supposed to get, which is seeing two people together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically what it's doing is you're creating something that's going to be a cycle
Yes.
because they're going to go on and create it.
Yes.
Right.
And all of it gets away from family. That's
Yes.
what it does.
Yes.
That's all they're saying to you is everything you're saying right now, it's not like we're looking down upon it. We just don't agree because it's one of those things where it's like we want family. And a bunch of people talking about let's do some separate shit because you ain't.
It
like,
ain't
no.
always got to be separate.
It is.
It is.
When you plan on living together.
We've seen the Kardashians bring their exes from 45 years ago to the goddamn baby shower. We've seen
Here it goes.
how
That's
we can
still
come
separate.
together
I don't
and
give
do
a
shit
fuck
together.
about the Kardashians. Fuck them.
It's not
they
about
not the
that. What I'm
compass for
saying
me.
is you can plan things together. It doesn't have to be this big divisive. Everything does not have to be negative.
But you
And I'm
can't
gonna
go
leave at
into
that.
it divided.
All right,
Everything
right.
don't have to be negative.
You can't go in there with the plan
It
to
don't.
divide at the beginning. Because I'm
But a
quite
plan is a
sure.
plan.
Here it goes.
and bless the plan.
Here it goes.
And bless
I-
the plan.
I
Lord.
look
Oh,
at-
we going to get this last
I
comment
look,
and we
I
got to
look
get out
at
of it.
Tiffany like, damn, she tough because you a single parent. I know what it takes for me and my wife.
Right.
2 people to do this shit. She got twice as many kids as we got, and she's essentially doing it by herself as a single parent. Just like if her baby father was sitting there or a child's father, however she wants to classify him, was sitting there, I would say the same thing because you're doing some part by yourself, and that shit takes a superhero. Because it takes 2 of y'all. trust me, my wife has to reel me in. I got to reel her in, and we got to come to a conclusion.
Yes.
So it's tough for both y'all to go in and say, hey, we going to do this shit, but we going to do it separate. That ain't the way a plan work. That's not the way any team work. You know what? The offensive coach said we going to do it this way. Defensive coach said we going to do it this way. You motherfuckers are going to get blown out every game.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
you're
right.
gonna work hard for what you want.
That's that.
You
that
are.
time.
You want to work.
That's that time of the day, y'all. Gigi, let it work.
Follow your girl. JIGI_DNIRO, baby.
She won't bite.
Never.
She'll suck your fucking dreams from you.
Oh, here
God.
you go. I'm done.
Oh my god.
No shit.
Hide the peach. Hide the peach.
Oh
See, y'all
my
done came
God.
for me this whole show, and I
No,
kept it
my
so
sister.
cute.
I actually
kept it
cleared up what I
so
said. Go ahead,
cute.
Gigi.
Thank
Tiffany.
You can follow me at Tiffany Feliciano. That's TIFFANY FELICIANO, and the podcast at The CO Show Podcast on Instagram and YouTube as well, please.
Oh, please follow us on all those. You can find me at JULIOATL_. That's JULIOATL_.
You can catch me at the.co.show. Again, that's at the.co.show.
You stumbled a little bit.
Messed up.
If you had two parents,
Hey,
you'd have got that right.
I'm glad.
I'm just
You know.
I'm just bullshit based on this.
Furthermore, proves my point.
No, it
Hold
don't,
on,
ma'am.
hold on.
It does not.
Continue, brother.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Oh, no. We're not done. We got to pray for Gigi. Lord.
Lord bless her for she not know what she do.
Thank you, Lord, for
Forgive
allowing
her
me to have an
mouth.
open mind and an open heart.
No,
Thank you,
sister.
God, for letting me see things.
I don't
from both
open
sides,
myself
Lord.
up just because the
Thank
world
you,
did.
God. No,
Hey.
I ain't say I was open to the world, but I am understanding.
Hey.
I'm very empathetic.
Real,
And God
real
is
talk.
that.
Real
Know
talk.
that. God
Hey,
is that.
When y'all
for
watched
sure.
the Kanye video, did it look like he was trying to look through, like squint through his eyelids to look at what the phone when he was praying?
You're so damn silly, man.
I'm just saying.
Leave him
And that's
alone.
how-
Not doing that, brother.
We can't even get into Kanye and
Skeet,
Kim.
skeet, skeet,
Fuck.
skeet.
Well, that's
Hey.
a product
Anyway.
of fuckery of co-parenting.
That's our time for the day, y'all. That was two people who decided to get together as friends and
Nah, that was a marriage. That was a
No.
happy, beautiful marriage, and now
Well,
the kids are suffering.
I don't ever think it was a
Now the
marriage
kids
from
are
the
suffering.
beginning.
Bless it.
And their kids are suffering.
Hey, they're going to Sierra Canyon.
Canyon. That's our time for the day, y'all. We out.